What is up, guys? We're back with another video talking about the LG V40. I'm trying to get these out. Let me get a wipe down real quick. I'm trying to get these out for you guys because y'all know you guys want to see like updated thoughts on it. So the V40, still an excellent device, honestly. You know, I've been using it and it's still pretty good. It has no problem. Now I have the godforsaken Sprint version of this phone, which let's just go ahead and check it. The last update I got on this phone was see, and you see how messy the UI is with the Sprint Android 9 on here. Where's the hold on. Every time I use the because I'm not used to this type of UI on this phone, I get super confused. Okay. Last update September 7th, 2020. So this is not getting the Android 10 update because of the Sprint merger thing, whatever, just messed up everything. And honestly, Sprint's just awful. I can do a whole rant video on how awful Sprint is. But yeah, so, you know, they merged and they're gone, thank God. And yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the V40. So where are we at in price on the V40? So honestly, if you ask me, I would save up the money and get a V50 or a V60. If you're one of those people that you want a LG phone to sort of use for the next 2 years or whatever, this phone was left off LG's list. That's why I said to get the V50 or V60. It was left off LG's list to get Android 11 and 12. So where are we at? But it's still a good bargain if you can pick it up at the right price. So we're at $224. That would be the price I think it's worth right now, around that $138, $150. But again, you know, depending on whether you want a Verizon or whether you want to unlock, you're going to pay a little bit extra money. But I would aim for that well around 200 and under. And if you go ahead and check on eBay as well, I'm assuming it'll be around that price. Now, eBay is a little bit trickier. That's why I say be careful, because I've had bad experiences with phones on eBay, so be careful with that when you're buying refurbished or whatever products, because you can see 115, but there's going to be a catch. Might be a big old gash on the screen burns. You got to pay attention and read. So yeah, so let's talk about the display. You're still getting a top-notch display on the LG V40 here. It's still a very, very good display. It's POLED HDR10, 6.4 inches. Yes, you do have a notch up top, 1440p, 537 for the PPI. Extremely sharp, extremely colorful display. Display quality on this phone has not aged. Matter of fact, you're not gonna find anything close to a 1440p display at this price point. So you're getting super sharp and crystal clear looking icons, crystal clear video. The only thing it would be lacking these days is a high refresh rate, and the notch is a little bit bigger than you know, most phones at this price point with a water drop or a punch hole. But other than that, you get an excellent display on here. So the one unique thing is it's 1440p, so it's extremely sharp on here. And if you guys want to know where I got this wallpaper, 4D wallpaper, just type it in on the Google Play Store, and it's the first one that pops up. So let's go ahead and talk about build quality. It still essentially looks like the V50, so I think it still looks like a really good phone. As you can see here, I got this color, which I like. It doesn't pick up a ton of fingerprints, but you have your physical fingerprint scanner on the back, which works fine. And you also have face unlock on here as well, which works really great too. And it's IP68 dust and water resistant. You have your volume rockers as well as your Google Assistant button right here. You press it. I wish it was remappable. And down below you do have your speaker, 3.5mm headphone jack with the quad DAC, so you're not gonna find that you know, on cheaper or mid-range smartphones. USB Type-C as well. As far as gaming performance, you're gonna get some pretty good performance still on the V40 Snapdragon 845, and then we also have the Adreno 630. Micro SD support, 64 gigs of internal storage and 6 gigs of RAM. You can see my graphics settings high, and then max FPS, and I can even go up to very high if I want to. And I'm gonna try to do more gaming tests. I don't play games like that in actual real life, and when I do, it's usually on the computer. But I will go ahead and do those because the amount of times I get asked to play Roblox, play Roblox. What's the other one? Jing Shine, I don't know. But I will start doing those for you guys, since you guys are into that type of stuff. But this is the only game I usually play, and it plays fine. So if you're like casual gamer or whatever, PUBG, Call of Duty, you can even run Fortnite on here, I believe. I've done it before, and it plays fine. Wow. But as you can see, it's fine. And as far as, you know, performance-wise on the V40, you get good performance, especially if you're just more into like YouTube. Everything runs really smooth on here as far as like getting in and out of applications. TikTok, super popular one right now. Oh, hold on, let me show you guys. I've been obsessed with these cat videos. Let me show you guys a real funny one. I don't think they have it on here. Oh, here it is right here.
And I shall kill you right now. Okay. Do not touch this. This is a no touching zone. Good. Well then, oh my God.
Alright, so let's move on here. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Alright, so as far as speaker quality, this still has an excellent speaker. Now, it only has a single firing speaker, so you know, it's not gonna be as loud as like the V50, V60. Honestly, it doesn't even sound as good as like the G7, but it's pretty decent sounding, and it doesn't sound bad at all. See, it's got a bit of a thumpiness to it. It's loud, it has pretty good quality. So I never had an issue with the speaker. I thought it was fine. But it is easy to block, so that's why I like, you know, dual speakers, because you can block this pretty easily. And like I said, you have the 3.5mm quad DAC, you have NFC on board. Fingerprint sensor works really well on here. What else do we have? DTS surround sound. We also have screen recording built into here as well. Screen sharing is also on here, file sharing. So you have all the nice little bells and whistles with the V40 still, which is really nice. Alright, so for the cameras, you're actually still getting a very good camera, especially at this price point. So please keep that in mind. You're getting a really good camera at this price point. 12 megapixel standard, 12 megapixel telephoto, 16 megapixel ultra wide, 4K video, 8 megapixel standard, and then you get a 5 megapixel wide. So if you're somebody that takes a lot of selfies with groups and stuff like that, that comes in handy. That's kind of a slept on little feature there. And as you can see from the image quality, you get some pretty good dynamic range. You get pretty good natural colors on here as well, which I really like. And you get a good depth of field. Detail is pretty solid on here, so I think it's really good for an older, you know, flagship phone. I think you still get some excellent quality, you know, pictures on here. So is it gonna perform like, you know, the latest and greatest? Of course not. But if you're somebody that's point and shoot and you want a good picture, it's gonna look crisp, it's gonna look clear, good colors, the V40 could definitely take a great picture in good lighting. So I wouldn't worry about image quality, and video is also pretty solid on here as well. Battery life is also just okay. I wouldn't say it's anything that's special. It's a 3,300 milliamp battery. It's not the craziest battery life that I've gotten. 18 watts. You get fast charging on here and wireless charging. Battery life, you could probably squeeze around like 5-6 hours. It's not super impressive, but you know, you can get through a day, no problem with this guy if you're like just a normal, you know, smartphone user. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That pretty much wraps up the V40 here. I think it's still solid. Like I said, if I were you, if you got the money, I mean, if you can save, get a V50, V60. But it is at a really solid price. 134 is that's pretty good. So again, what do you guys think? Be sure to let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.